Hello students, today we will discuss about trigonometric identities. These trigonometric identities are based on the Pythagoras theorem. So these properties, these identities also known as the Pythagoras trigonometric identity. These are three. In a right angle triangle ABC in which angle B is right angle and angle A is theta, then the first identity is that sin square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1. Second, sec square theta equal to 1 plus tan square theta. And third, cosec square theta equal to 1 plus cot square theta. These all the three identities are based on the right angle triangle and obtained by using the Pythagoras theorem. Now we prove first identity by geometrical or right angle triangle method. Okay, so first in triangle ABC, angle B equal to 90 degree, AC square equal to AB square plus BC square. Using the Pythagoras theorem, so AC is the hypotenuse here. This side is known as P because this is a given angle and this is base. So AC square equal to AB square plus BC square. And we want to establish the relation sin square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1. So how can we remember that we want to sin theta and cos theta here? So in the both the ratio of sin theta and cos theta, we have hypotenuse. Sin theta perpendicular by hypotenuse and cos theta also base upon hypotenuse. So both the ratios having hypotenuse in the denominator. So we divide by AC square both sides because we want to convert this side ratio into sin and cos. Now we have AC square upon AC square equal to AB square upon AC square plus BC square upon AC square. Next step become left hand side is now 1 AB square upon AC square can be written as AB upon AC whole square. Similarly, BC square upon AC square can be written as BC upon AC whole square. So now 1 equal to AB upon AC. AB upon AC means base upon hypotenuse. So this become cos theta whole square. And BC upon AC means perpendicular upon hypotenuse. This become sin theta whole square. Now these trigonometric ratios can be written as 1 equal to cos square theta plus sin square. So this is the required identity, and this identity can be established using the use of Pythagoras theorem in given right angle triangle ABC in which angle A is theta. So first we apply Pythagoras theorem, AC square equal to AB square plus BC square. Now we take left hand side here, both the ratios sin and cos having hypotenuse in the denominator. So we divide both the sides by the square of hypotenuse. So now AC square upon AC square equal to AB square upon AC square plus BC square upon AC square. AC square cancel out. So now we have only 1. Similarly, AB square upon AC square can be written as AB upon AC whole square. BC square upon AC square can be written as BC upon AC whole square, because we have in the original format of the ratios, not in the form of square but on the single power. So AB upon AC now can be written as B upon S, base upon hypotenuse, that means cos theta. Similarly, BC upon AC becomes sin theta, and cos theta whole square and sin theta whole square can be written as cos square theta plus sin square theta. So this is the first proof of the first trigonometric identity. Now we prove the second trigonometric identity, which is sec square theta is equal to 1 plus tan square theta. So now how can we prove this? In triangle in triangle ABC, angle B equal to 90 degree. Apply Pythagoras theorem again. So we have AC square equal to AB square plus BC square. Okay, AC square equal to AB square plus BC square. Now in the given trigonometric identity, we have two trigonometric ratios, sec theta and tan theta. We know that about tan theta. Tan theta is perpendicular upon base. Similarly, sec theta equal to hypotenuse upon base. So both the trigonometric ratio have base in the denominator. So now divide by base means AB square. AB square both sides. So this become AC square upon AB square equal to AB square upon AB square plus BC square upon AB square. Here we divide both the left hand side and right hand side by AB square. Now next step become now AC upon AB whole square. AB square cancel out, so now we have only 1 plus BC upon AB whole square. Now AC upon AB, that means hypotenuse upon base can be written as sec theta whole square equal to 1 plus BC upon AB become tan theta perpendicular upon base, tan theta whole square. So this can be written as sec square theta equal to 1 plus tan square theta. All of you should be aware sin square theta can be written as sin theta whole square, cannot be written as sin theta square, cannot be written as sin square theta square. So sin square, this condition apply for all the trigonometric ratios. Sin square theta can be written as sin theta whole square, or sin not equal to sin theta square, not equal to sin square theta square. This is the proof of the second identity. We start with the Pythagoras theorem in right angle triangle ABC, in which angle B is right angle. So AC becomes hypotenuse. Now apply the Pythagoras theorem first. AC square equal to AB square plus BC square. Now observe the given trigonometric ratio which are used in your identity, sec theta and tan theta, and both the trigonometric ratio having tan theta is perpendicular upon base, sec theta is hypotenuse upon base. So both the trigonometric ratio have base in the denominator. So we first divide by base square, AB square both sides. So this become AC square upon AB square equal to AB square upon AB square plus BC square upon AB square. Now this also can be written as AC upon AB whole square equal to 1, because AB square and AB square cancel out, plus BC upon AB whole square. So now AC upon AB, that means hypotenuse upon base, sec theta, AB square cancel out, so become 1, and BC upon AB perpendicular upon a base become the tan theta, and this ratios can be written as sec square theta equal to 1 plus tan square theta. We prove third identity, and which is cosec square theta equal to 1 plus cot square theta. Again we apply Pythagoras theorem in triangle ABC. In triangle ABC, angle B equal to 90 degree. So AC square equal to AB square plus BC square. First, you should be well aware, if right angle triangle is given, that means the side opposite to right angle always known as the hypotenuse. But remaining two side, one may be base and one may be altitude or perpendicular. But if another angle is given, suppose that here theta is given, so the side opposite to the given angle always known as the perpendicular. Okay. Now AC square equal to AB square plus BC square. Now observe the given trigonometric ratios in our identity. Cos theta means base upon perpendicular. Cosec theta means hypotenuse upon perpendicular. So now divide by perpendicular means BC square cos side. Because we want to convert this Pythagoras theorem into the cot theta and cosec theta. So now this becomes AC square upon BC square is equal to AB square upon BC square plus BC square upon BC square. Now this can be written as AC upon BC. AC upon BC whole square equal to AB upon BC whole square plus 1, because BC square and BC square cancel out. Now AC upon BC in given triangle, AC upon BC, that means hypotenuse upon perpendicular. Now this is the ratio cosec theta whole square equal to AB upon BC base upon perpendicular. This become cot theta whole square plus 1. Now this can be written as cosec square theta equal to cot square theta plus 1, or cosec square theta equal to 1 plus cot square theta. This is the required identity. So now by using the Pythagoras theorem, we can establish all the three trigonometric identity, and these trigonometric identity also can be used after the transfer the term. Suppose that cosec square theta equal to 1 plus cot square theta, this also can be used as cos square theta minus cot square theta equal to 1. Similarly, sin square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1 can be written as sin square theta equal to 1 minus cos square theta, or cos square theta equal to 1 minus sin square theta. Similarly, sec square theta equal to 1 plus tan square theta also can be used as sec square theta minus tan square theta equal to 1. So these three identity can be used as per the utilization of terms in our questions.
Start.
Now I am taking some questions based on trigonometric identities. The question is, this is a very important question for exam point of view. This question from NCERT exemplar. Tan theta plus sec theta minus 1 upon tan theta minus sec theta plus 1 equal to 1 plus sin theta upon cos theta. Now we start with left hand side here. Tan theta plus sec theta minus 1 upon tan theta minus sec theta plus 1. If you want to solve this question according to the traditional method, that means first you convert tan in sin upon cos, sec 1 upon cos, and after take LCM. Sometimes this question will be long, but if you use some important terms at a time to time, then this question will be some easy. Suppose that in this question I am taking tan theta plus sec theta minus, and 1 can be replaced by identity sec square theta minus tan square theta upon denominators will be same. There is no change in denominator, sec theta plus 1. We know that well here. We use the identity sec square theta equal to 1 plus tan square theta. After using this identity, this question will be some easy. Now next step, this is tan theta plus sec theta, or sec theta plus tan theta in one bracket. In second bracket, sec square theta minus tan square theta can be reduced by the identity a square minus b square as sec theta plus tan theta into sec theta minus tan theta. Denominator will be the same, there is no change. Tan theta minus sec theta plus 1. Now we are observing sec theta plus tan theta should be take common from numerator. This becomes sec theta plus tan theta is common from numerator. Inside the bracket now become 1 minus sec theta minus tan theta. Sec theta minus tan theta. Denominator is the same. There is no change. From starting term, tan theta minus sec theta plus 1. Here, next term, sec theta plus tan theta. In first bracket, there is no change. In second bracket, this can be written as 1 minus sec theta plus tan theta upon, in denominator, tan theta minus sec theta plus 1. So here 1 minus sec theta tan theta is cancelled out with tan theta minus sec theta plus 1. You have only now sec theta plus tan theta. Sec theta plus tan theta now split into sine upon cos, so this becomes 1 upon cos theta plus sine theta upon cos theta, and finally we have 1 plus sine theta upon cos theta. This is the right hand side. Now these type questions can be solved using the trigonometric identity. We start with left hand side, tan theta plus sec theta minus 1 upon tan theta minus sec theta plus 1. In numerator, 1 replaced by the identity. So now tan theta plus sec theta minus 1 can be written as, by using sec square theta equal to 1 plus tan square theta, as sec square theta minus tan square theta. There is no change in denominator. Now in next term, sec theta plus tan theta inside the one bracket minus sec square theta minus tan square theta can be split into brackets using the identity a square minus b square equal to a plus b into a minus b. This becomes sec theta plus tan theta into sec theta minus tan theta. There is no change in the denominator. In next term, we take common sec theta plus tan theta from the numerator. So inside the bracket, remaining terms are 1 minus inside the bracket sec theta minus tan theta. Denominator is the same. Now, after opening the second bracket, we have sec theta plus tan theta, and second bracket become 1 minus sec theta plus tan theta upon the denominator is the same. The second bracket cancel out with the denominator clearly. So we have only sec theta plus tan theta. After splitting in cos and sine and taking LCM, we have 1 plus sine theta upon